Please give a warm welcome to the one and the only Mr. James Fitz.
Hey everybody! So I've been reading a lot recently. Yeah, it's cool now to read. It's not true. It's not cool to read. I wish it was though, because I love to read. But it's a difficult journey reading a bunch of books. The first obstacle I've encountered is which one to read. You know? It's a major obstacle. There's so many books out there. You know, how do you decide which book to read? At first I was like, I'll just read them all. Right? And it doesn't matter what order you do it in. But then I went to the library. You guys been there? Ooh. That's a lot of books. It'll take you a long time to read all those books. So like, I gotta parse it down somehow. I was like, I'll just read them alphabetically. Start with A, right? Doesn't work like that though. I don't know if you guys have been to the library. They got this whole other system going on. The Dewey Decimal System. So I started at 000, that's the beginning. Computer science. So that's kind of sucked. You gotta read all the computer science books. And then I finally, took me so long, I got to 001, which is knowledge. Oh my goodness. That was a big category. So anyway, that took me even longer, you know, because really it contained all of the first section as well. Then I got to 003, that was books. And that contained all the stuff from before. It's a long journey, guys, to reading all the books anyway. So I tried to come up with another system to pare it down, because this wasn't working, right? I was only at 3, and I already read all the books 3 times. But so I was like, I heard this thing you can do with books is you judge them by their cover, right? That's what you're supposed to do. You know, you're supposed to judge the books by their, because what else is the cover for? You know? Without the cover, they'd all pretty much look the same. It's a bunch of words. You know, you just glance at it. What are you supposed to read all the words and then judge it? Like, oh yeah, I should read this book at the very end. Good decision I made. I'm actually the kind of person, I'll read a book and I'll quit like halfway through. You know, some people, they're completionists. They gotta, I already read a whole page, I gotta read the rest in this 1,000. And I was reading Atlas Shrugged. Yeah, it's a long book. I got to the John Galt speech. 10 pages in, I was like, when is this thing gonna end? I was trying to scan in ahead. There's 40 more pages. Cast that to the side. I had to use 2 hands to cast it to the side. It's such a heavy book. But mostly I've been reading red books. I like books that are red. I don't like the blue ones or the green ones as much, you know. Red books. So like I read Where the Red Fern Grows. Yeah, no Old Yeller for me. I like red books. I went to the used bookstore. Got a lot of red books there. Yeah. I got a used copy of the Communist Manifesto. Now that's a red book. That's red from cover to cover. And both the covers also red. Got the Little Red Book. Yeah, you know that one, the Little Red Book? It's actually a bit of a misnomer. It's actually very widely read. more than 1 billion copies. I can't say sold, but published.